How do you fit dinosaurs into the Bible story when the science tells us dinosaurs lived millions of years ago?
You've got crocodiles and the nautilus and horseshoe crab and so on. You've got these creatures that, according to evolutionists, lived before dinosaurs, right? And then must have lived with dinosaurs years ago. Then supposedly dinosaurs died out. Then all these others lived on, and they're still living with us today. So the point is, these creatures are living with us today. So why is it, even from an evolutionist perspective, why is it so stupid to think that dinosaurs couldn't live with people? Now, most people have the wrong idea about dinosaurs. They think they're all great big monsters. Well, the word dinosaur was first invented in 1841 by an Englishman, Sir Richard Owen. And it comes from two Greek words, dinosaurus, which and translated really means, terrible lizard. And so people get the idea that they're all great big monsters. The average size of a dinosaur is only the size of a sheep, shepherd dog, something like that. That's the average size. There were many dinosaurs as small as chickens. The Mosasaurus, when it hatched out of an egg, was only the size of a mouse. So we shouldn't get the idea that dinosaurs are all great big monsters. Secondly, people think that there were hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of different types of dinosaurs. Actually, there's only about 50 families of dinosaurs, which means about 50 kinds. Kingdom, phylum, order, class, family, genus, species. We would say in most instances, not all, but most instances, that the kind would be more at the family level of classification. And we've actually had, for instance, some scientists working on how many kinds of land animals are there on the earth. Not species, but how many kinds, actual kinds. Because, deer and moose are the same kind. Alpacas, llamas, one-hump camels, two-hump camels are all the same kind. Zebras, horses are all the same kind. That's why at the petting zoo here we have a zorse and a zedonk and so on. Actually, our scientists believe there's probably about 1,000 kinds of land animals,
only
which
50 odd kinds of dinosaurs.
And only 50 kinds of dinosaurs. Well, there's 50 families of dinosaurs, so it's about 50 kinds. We would say dinosaurs were made on day 6, because all land animals were made on day 6 of the creation week. We believe those days are ordinary days. The Hebrew word yom, when it's used with evening, morning, number, day, or night, means an ordinary day.
24-hour period.
The only reason that many Christians don't believe that is not because of what the Hebrew words mean. It's because they're trying to force millions of years into the Bible. You take it as written. In fact, that's where our 7-day week comes from. Exodus 20, verse 11, the basis of the 4th commandment. In 6 days the Lord made the heavens and the earth and rested on the 7th day. And God blessed the Sabbath day, made holy, and so on. And so our 7-day week is based upon the creation week. If God made everything in 6 millions of years and rested for millions of years, we could go into retirement now.
Yes, we could.
So you see, those days were ordinary days. On day 6, God made the land animals, and he made the first 2 people, Adam and Eve. Dinosaurs were land animals. Dinosaurs lived beside Adam and Eve. See, I have people say to me, but the word dinosaur is not in the Bible. I say, well, of course not. And they say, why isn't the word dinosaur in the Bible? I said, well, the same reason you don't have the word email in the Bible, right?
That's right.
It's a modern word.
Sure.
Word dinosaur, a modern word. It was made up in 1841. In fact, I do believe there is a dinosaur described in detail in the Bible more than most other animals. In the book of Job,
the behemoth.
Job chapter 40, verse 15, says, behold, behemoth, talking to Job and about this animal that lived with him. He said he was the chief of the ways of God. The Hebrew language there implies it's the largest land animal God made. And the largest animal we know of that lived on the land, from what we found, is one of the sauropod dinosaurs. Now, they did grow very large, by the way, but even they hatched from eggs, which wouldn't have been much bigger than the size of a football. That's the biggest egg we found of, dinosaur eggs. But behemoth, everything about him is big and strong. His bones are strong, has a tail like a cedar tree, And some of the Bible notes, I noticed in some of the Bibles, say it was an elephant or hippopotamus. You ever seen an elephant's tail? It looks like a piece of rope dangling down. Or if you see a hippo tail, it's like a flap of skin. A cedar tree? No, I don't think so. It's more, we believe, the description of something like a sauropod dinosaur. See, people say, well, what happened to the dinosaurs? Well, why aren't you interested in the dodo bird? What happened to the dodo bird?
Yeah.
What happened to, the moa in New Zealand?
The moa in New Zealand, that's right. Great big bird, 9 feet tall.
And it's gone now.
Gone.
I mean, there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of animals that have become extinct. But people think it's the dinosaurs are the big mystery. But there's lots of animals that become extinct because of changing conditions. And, that's why we have endangered species programs. I tell people the reason dinosaurs became extinct, we didn't start our endangered species programs early enough.
This is It Is Written. I'll have more with Ken Ham in just a moment.